What is up? What is cracking? Taurus, my clever mobsters. Okay. I love me some Taurus. Alright. So Taurus, remember that this message may not be for you at all. It may not resonate with you at all. Okay? At all. Somebody here might need to let go and communicate something more clearer. All right, maybe something about somebody's communication is just not clear right now. All right, Taurus, hopefully y'all doing good, hopefully y'all feeling good. You know, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. All right, y'all are absolutely amazing, Taurus. You gotta love them. Okay, I am grateful for all my new Taurus subscribers as well. All right. I like y'all because y'all know how to get to the money, okay? But in a clever way, all right? A lot of y'all are entrepreneurs, right? You know? I'm also hearing like follow your dreams, Taurus. Follow your dreams, okay? Some of y'all might want to go on a hot air balloon ride, all right? That's something to that's something cool to do. If you haven't ever did that, like definitely try to check that out and do that, right? That'll definitely be something fun. Or going up in the air. Also maybe a reference to Wicked, okay? To the movie Wicked. If you haven't seen Wicked, definitely maybe check that out here, okay? Or somebody else can feel like someone here is wicked. All right, that's also what I'm getting. Yeah, definitely. And a wicker. Okay. So the wicker is the bottom part where they carry you up in the air. All right. I'm also getting like carried away. Don't get carried away. Someone doesn't want someone else to get carried away with something here. All right. Hanging on tight to something, but don't get carried away with it. Also, don't allow it to carry you away. Okay. For those that may smoke, don't get carried away. Or somebody might be telling somebody else, like, look, don't get carried away with this conversation or conversating with other people. Yeah, someone is trying to keep someone inside of the box. I'm also getting, I'm trying to get outside of the box, okay? As well. That's what I'm hearing. I want to get outside of the box. So maybe that's why you need this balloon ride to get carried away. Okay. All right, Taurus. Or something about taking you away. Someone can feel like what you do takes you away. Okay. Something that you do takes you away. Or you can be arguing with somebody, having a rough conversation with somebody, talking to somebody, letting them know, like, look, how about we take this conversation outside because it gets carried away. You can be talking to your lovers, communicating this with someone you love. I need this to be more private, okay? It's okay for us to argue, fight, but as long as we take it outside, okay? Someone may need to take a step outside. I don't want to blow up, so I need to take a step outside. Or we don't need to talk about this in front of them or the kids because let's take it outside, okay? Something could have something to deal with while someone else colors, okay? Colors outside of the box. So something that you guys do may be outside of the box. Maybe the colors that you like are outside of the box. Okay, I'm also getting like mismatch colors. Okay, some of y'all might be having mismatch like me. You know what I'm saying? I got gray with this on. So it's very mismatch. It's very different. It's very outside of the box. It's not matching up. Okay, so somebody here can be feeling like, look, I got to communicate this to let things go, but this is not matching up. This communication is not matching up. This information is not matching up. All right. Also, I see somebody like looking inside of a lot of things, like just looking through pages or reading pages and pages and pages of something. It's like, look, this is not adding up here. All right. Someone can feel like they're going in circles, or the circles have stopped, or I need to stop going in circles. Someone feels like I need to just stop going in circles. Okay. Also, someone could be getting signs, spinner signs, or circle signs, something to deal with circles. Okay. It might be something that someone else is advertising here dealing with circles. Okay. When you think about circles, there's many different things that can look like circles, be made of circles. All right. Even the hot air balloon, it is basically a circle. Okay. But someone here is like, look, I don't want to do the circles anymore. That may even be a song called Circles. You are beautiful even if you have circles, okay? Circles, right? Um, some of y'all may be round, or something is round. Maybe your face is round, right? You're beautiful inside of your circle, okay? Or your circle is simply beautiful. Or you want to get to somewhere where it's beautiful. The circle is beautiful. The surface is beautiful. I'm seeing like a beach. It's beautiful. So something about Sephora. Okay, so Sephora was actually Moses' wife. And what I did learn about Sephora was she saved Moses quite a few times. All right, she saved Moses first when he was inside of the hole, and she convinced her father to, you know, allow him out, because he was still like in the hole for a very long time in this hole. And father put Moses inside of the hole, but she always kept coming. She always kept feeding Moses and making sure he was okay so he could live. So that's one way that Sephora helped Moses survive, which was his wife. And the second time Sephora helped Moses was when the angels came to either do something to Moses or like kill him or something like that, because he wasn't circumcised. No, they didn't circumcise their child. Either it was him not circumcised or the child wasn't circumcised. But you can look it up. But something about circumcision here. A circle. See? A circle. We go back to the circles, right? All right. Here. So she circumcised, I believe it's the child. It probably is the child. She circumcised their first child so Moses wouldn't be killed by the angels, right? So Sephora actually saved Moses, and Sephora actually let Moses go, simply because she knew that Moses had to go and be this prophet. He had to go out and he had to do what he had to do for God. So he couldn't stay with her, and he couldn't be with her how everybody else have their husband and go along with their husband. It was just too much for Sephora. So she know that she had to let him go. And I thought about, when you have to let people go in life, right? You got to let them go even though you love them, because you can only take them so far with you. You know, you can only save them to a certain extent, and then God tells you, okay, allow me to take them the rest of the way. So Sephora was very strong, a very wise woman, and also a woman that saved Moses many times. So some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that, you know, saves y'all many times or have saved y'all many times. You know what I'm saying? From going in circles, maybe from spinning, all right, Taurus, or you could do this for other people, okay? You can do this for somebody, right? But I'm hearing circles. I know that is a song, circles. I know that's a song. Hold on one second. Let's look it up real quick. Let's look it up. Okay, that's a Post Malone song. Okay, let's take a listen real quick. I know I can't play it out really, but let's hear what is the song about. One second. Okay, so in the first verse it says we couldn't turn around till we were upside down. So basically it's still a circle. When you have to turn around, you still is doing a whole circle. You're doing a whole 360. Okay. Um and it says that I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't too proud. So somebody maybe felt like someone else was too proud, okay, here. All right. And if we think about Sephora, we think about the Moses situation as well. You know, um, many times she had to be the bad guy. It's like doing something good for somebody, even though it's bad in other people's eyes. So sometimes you have to be the bad guy in other people's eyes in order to be the good guy for someone else. Okay. So some people may think that that's foolish or prideful or arrogant, you know, but it's not, right? I also remember me kind of watching this video of a guy that's like, you know, he's like, let's say you were back in the day with the Jews, right? And they were coming and asking, you know, um, all right, is any people here, you know, for the Holocaust? And you hid them and you said no, and you hid them simply because you knew that they were going to kill them. So you're lying for a good reason. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Somebody here could be making someone feel in circles for a good reason. All right. This might have something to deal with music, or this might have something to deal with other cultures, many cultures. Okay. Somebody that likes many things. Somebody that is like, look, we're all here in a circle. Okay. No matter color, creed, ethnicity, we are all here in a circle. And that's something beautiful about music. It's like a circle where, you know, we all come together to make something beautiful, no matter where we come from or where it comes from. It's kind of like listening to an instrumental or listening to a beat or listening to something that's high frequency, right? You don't know the person that made it. You don't know what color they are. You don't know their background. You don't know what's going on with them, but you know that you love it, right? It's like loving something that you need to love and you can't explain why you love it. You just do. All right, that's also what I'm getting here. Taurus, hopefully something resonate in my clever mobsters. um Someone doesn't want someone else to be dreamy, okay? Someone can be very pompous as well. It's like a person is very egotistical or hurting, but they're still angry. You know, have you ever experienced somebody that's still angry and they're hurting inside, but they're angry and they're like taking it out on everybody when you just want to love them? That's also what I'm getting. You can see somebody else hurting, you just want to love them, but they're angry. Trying to love somebody and they steady saying it's your fault. That's also what I'm getting. I'm also getting that somebody could be doing something very egotistical and then something bad happens to them. It's like you say something about somebody and then something happens to you just because you run in your mouth. So watch what you say. Watch what you do as well. Something can be very surgical here. Somebody can hurt themselves and cause some type of damage that has to be surgical. Surgical, yeah. Let me see. I'm at 17 minutes already. Oh, God. Alrighty. All right, Taurus. That's what I got for y'all. Hopefully something resonated. Peace. Like, oh, God, Taurus. These people crazy.